This season has been full of some phenomenal guests. As excited as I am for each and every day, there are so many moments I wish we could relive together. Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do, y'all. Later in the show, I'll show you some of this season's greatest guest highlights. But before we do, it is time for us to make another great memory with my first guest. He is no stranger to Hollywood, having starred in the iconic Ghostbuster franchise. Y'all should already know who I'm talking about. You can catch him now in season 5 of The Family Business. Please welcome Ernie Hudson! It's always an honor and a pleasure to see you and to have you here, so thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm so honored to be here. You know, I love you so much.
Thank you.
We did a movie together,
We did.
I don't know how many years ago.
It was quite some time.
It was a while back, and I fell in love with you. You know what, actually, it was so much fun because the one thing I took away from that show was you told me, you said, you know, you have swag.
Yes, he got swag, y'all.
Swag, okay.
Oh my goodness, what's the trick to the swag?
Well, I don't know about that, but it's, yeah, so it's great to see you. It's great to be here.
It's good to have you here. Speaking of swag, recently you went viral after you wore your T-shirt on a red carpet.
Yeah, I was doing a photo shoot for Ghostbusters.
Y'all see this?
And, yeah, so, yeah, you know, and at 78, it's kind of nice to...
78.
I mean, it's the same arms.
What? It's the
but
same arms.
Suddenly people noticed that I had arms, and I'm very flattered.
Oh, you're flattered. Okay, Did you know what, like, I don't know how up you on, like, on today's time. Did you know what viral meant? Did your grandkids tell you what that meant?
No, my granddaughter called me and said, Grandpa, you going viral. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, is that all right? Is that good? So, yeah, but it's been a long time working. I've never really focused on the physical side of it, but like I said, it's nice to, you know, to be noticed.
This man been fine all 78 years of his life. Oh my goodness. And you've been married for 40 years.
Yeah, my wife and I, we've been married now for pretty close to 40. We got married in 85, but we've been together since we got together in 76, April 5th, 1976. I know that because on April 5th, she had flowers and I didn't have any.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, is this a special day? I'm like, oh, it's April 5th, okay.
Oh.
So since 76, we've been together.
Wow.
And yeah,
That is a blessing.
She's amazing, and I think she's getting a big kick out of the whole viral
I was going to
thing.
ask, what she got to say about it?
You know, she kind of laughs, and I do notice, though, that now she travels with me everywhere.
Uh-oh.
You know, you
What
used
that
to be
mean?
like, well, where you going? I'll see you later, honey. Bye. You know, now it's like, you know what? 2 tickets. You know that. It's got to be 2 tickets. So.
She said, I need to keep tabs on it, huh?
Which I love. I love her because she's just that part of me that
Yes.
I can't imagine, you know, being without. She's amazing.
That is beautiful. I want to be like that when I grow up. Okay. And would you say mental health impacts your physical health?
Well, I think everything comes from spirit. I grew up in the church. And,
So did I.
you know, my grandmother raised me. My mom died when I was 3 months old. I never knew my dad. And to sort of make things make sense, my grandmother would say, God is your father. And God, anything that you can imagine, God can help you achieve if it's something you ask for.
Yes.
In sincerity. And so I believe she would say, don't do the dumb stuff.
Don't do the dumb
The
stuff.
dumb stuff will get you killed. And people talk about the voice of God. It's really your voice of common sense. There's a part of us that says,
Yes,
are you really
sir.
going to do this? You know this is stupid. You know, I've been places where I'd wake up at 3 in the morning and something would say, you need to get out of here. And if you ignore that voice, you're going to be in trouble.
Wow.
So all my life, I would look down and say, you know you're getting too big. Now, I can ignore it and keep eating, or you need to sit down, say a prayer,
Yeah.
and turn to God, and and we all know exactly what we need to do. There's a part of us though that keeps looking for an easy way out, another answer.
Another.
If we read another book, if we take another class, anything to keep me from doing what I know I need to do. Because you know what you need to do.
Take it from him. He would know. If that is, you had a wise grandmother too.
Yeah, my grandmother was truly amazing. She was born in 1895.
1895.
Never went to school. Learned how to write her name when she was in her 50s. But she believed in God.
She had
God
the
was
wisdom,
real.
discernment.
And the neighborhood, the church, people loved her. And she was just a very dedicated churchgoer. From the time I was a little kid until I graduated from high school, we cleaned the church every Saturday.
Oh.
And when I was about 11, it made no sense to me whatsoever. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not doing this. Why are we here? They don't say thanks. They ain't paying you. So why we got to do this?
You
She
serving
said,
the
well,
Lord.
you serving. She said, and I just said, no, I'm not going to have it. But there was a brother Cole who was an amazing man. And he said, son, do it anyway. He said, the Lord will bless you.
The Lord will bless you.
And as I got older, I realized it's in the doing it anyway. Some things, it needs to be done.
Right.
And you're called to do it. And the blessing is, I've been blessed, so blessed in my life.
Wow.
And
That's a testimony right there. That is. And speaking of blessings, you're a cancer survivor 2 times.
yeah, I had prostate cancer in 1998. But luckily, I've always followed up on checkups.
Yeah.
Don't play with your health. Go to the doctor, make sure, even though you feel pretty good, check things out. And I caught it early, and I dealt with that. I had rectal cancer in 2011. And I caught that early, and it would have been simple, except I'm trying to choose my words here. It wasn't handled the way it should have been. The doctor made some choices that shouldn't have been made, and I almost died. In fact, he said if I had waited another half hour to come to the hospital, I would have made it.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was that moment that I knew that this could be it. And something happens, you realize that you have 2 choices. You can start begging, oh God, please God, don't just let me live a little longer. Or you can accept the fact that maybe this is it and what kind of life you've lived. And I think I really thought it would, that was it. And then I came through, but with a sort of a new appreciation of this amazing life that we're given.
Right.
I mean, the odds of any of us even being here is so astronomical. And to just, some of the things we get caught up in,
Yes.
it's not about anything. Just to live this life, to be able to sit here with you, to share. It's such a blessing.
It's a blessing.
And we just really need to get back to what's important.
That gave me chills. It's a blessing to have you here. Will you stick around for a little bit?
Yes, thank you.
It's always a pleasure. More with Ernie Hudson. We'll be right back. And we're back with Ernie Hudson. Okay, we got more than the last name in coming because I didn't learn how to swim till later in life, and I heard you didn't learn how to swim till later in life.
Yeah, well, the Midwest was pretty segregated back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, and the swimming, public swimming pools weren't really accessible, so we never really learned to swim. I was doing a movie called Leviathan in Rome, and the script had me swimming in the ocean, and I'm like, but I can't.
Ocean?
Yeah, Now, I didn't tell them that when I took the job. I just took the job. But after we got there, I'm like, I can't swim.
Oh, my goodness.
So they gave me swimming lessons, and I learned to swim, and I was well into my pretty close to 50 before I actually learned how to swim.
Oh, well,
And now I have a swimming pool, but I will swim. I don't, that playing in the water, I don't do that stuff. I go from here to there.
me too.
Real quick. I ain't be, that treading water now. We ain't doing that,
I'm still trying to figure out how to tread the water.
Yeah.
I could kick off the wall and glide to the other side. That's as good as
I-
it's gonna get, okay? That
Yeah.
is amazing. And then you grew up singing in church. Now this I
Yeah.
did not know.
Yeah,
You were in a group.
Yeah, well, we had a group called the Prophets in church. I sang in a choir, and Jerry Butler who's from Chicago. Jerry Butler was always my favorite singer. And so one of the guys who was in my little group was a quartet, and we still get together and sing some of the songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love music. I love singing. I never had the confidence to sing. Acting was something that I felt it's just fun to do, and I don't think about it. But singing, I was just too self-conscious.
Really?
Yeah.
See, normally I put people on the spot and ask them to sing, but I ain't gonna do you like that, Mr. Hudson. But I am gonna ask, do you sing bass? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a baritone.
Baritone?
Yeah, I was the lead singer.
Did you lead any solos ever?
Yeah, I did. In fact, I remember, I think when I was about 4 years old, they had a little talent contest in church, and my brother and I, we had to sing the Prodigal Son, a little song, and we got out there, and my brother just froze. He was just standing there looking like, and so I sang the song, and then everybody was happy, and they clapped and all that, and then that was kind of probably how I got hooked into wanting to perform.
And then you fell in love with acting, and now
yeah,
we're blessed to have you as a movie star.
Oh, well, I'm very thankful. It's like,
Do you remember your first role? Like your first acting role? I'm just...
Yeah, I was part of a theater group at Wayne State University when I finally got to college at Wayne State. Then I eventually went to Yale and University of Minnesota. But the first role was playing an African tale. It was a play called How the Snake Got Its Rattles. And I played God.
Oh.
And maybe that was part of it, I don't know. But it was well received. And I started writing plays, and I wrote a bunch of plays. I had a theater that I started, and I've been very, very blessed. From the time I became an actor, which was around 66, I've always managed to make a living. I've never had to work outside of the business. I never had to do anything. I had all kinds of jobs before I found acting, but once I found theater, I said a prayer, God, if you just bless me to be able to do this, I will honor it. I will show up on time. I will just let me do this. And God has always blessed me, and I've always tried to make sure, you'll never hear me showing up late or not being prepared.
Is that the key to longevity?
Yeah, you gotta, the Bible says you take one step and I'll take two.
Amen.
You gotta take the step though. If
Yes,
you're waiting for the two steps, when Moses led the children of Israel out of the promised land,
Come on.
they got to the Red Sea and the sea parted. Most people were waiting for the sea to part. No, they had to get in the water first. You gotta step in there.
Come on.
And if you do your part, I guarantee you, God will do his.
You've done your part. Oh my goodness. Now you're on season 5 of The Family Business.
Yeah, The Family Business. I love the show. It's such an amazing group of people. Carl Weber did a series of books called The Family Business. It's just a great group of people, and I'm so thankful and blessed because I haven't done a lot of what I guess urban content. Most of the things I've done have been, I don't know, more mainstream. But I love the guy is he's a gangster. He's all that, but
do you like playing
he
a
loves
gangster?
his family. I don't understand people who do bad things, but I understand the intention. He loves his family, and he'll do anything to protect his family, and I can relate to that. But I have a hard time watching things where people just do awful stuff, because part of asking God to bless you is you're being willing to bless other people.
Right.
You can't expect that and do terrible things to people. It just doesn't work that way. If you want to hear the voice of God, you gotta let go of that revenge and all that stuff.
Right.
But sometimes people who do bad things or things that we consider bad, in their minds, they're trying to do it for the greater good, or the good of their family, or whatever they.
Wow. We taking it from you. We learning a lot today. Oh my goodness. And this year also you start in Ghostbusters and you work with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
What you think about him being the sexiest man?
Yeah, I saw that. Paul Rudd, the sexiest man in the universe. I'm like, oh, will you go, Paul? I'm like, really? Because, okay, I didn't quite understand it, but I will say I work with Paul. He is the nicest man on the planet. Paul is, you can't over compliment him because he's just so gracious and so kind and so talented. I was a fan of his. I was a fan of his. I just didn't understand the sexiest man thing. But you know, once I met him and saw just how generous he is, I got, okay, that's sexy. You know, if being kind and loving is sexy, Paul Rudd is the sexiest man in the universe.
In the universe?
In the universe.
He said in the universe. Right, I give it to him. Well, you know, after all the recent attention and the uproar you caused, we think we need to start a campaign for you to be the sexiest man alive.
Well, you know,
what do you think about that?
Well, after I saw that piece,
what you think of yourself?
I'm almost afraid to go anywhere without my T-shirt. So now, you know, I go to the store.
Oh, Lord! He's coming out. Okay, look at him. He's coming out.
When I go shopping, I'm like,
do you see these glasses?
I'll take some of that.
Oh my goodness!
So, and at my age, because you know, coming up, like I said, I never really focused on. But at this stage in life, I'm like, yeah, look at you.
Go for it! If this ain't the sexiest man alive in the universe, I don't know what is. Okay, you gonna come back again to see us.
I would so love to come back, and thank you for
just
taking the time, and it's just so good to see you.
You too.
So good to see you guys, and I just so appreciate all of you.
Isn't he awesome? Season 5 of The Family Business premieres July 4th, only on BET+. We'll be right back. Welcome back, y'all. Earlier in the show, I promised you I will share the highlights from this season. Well, y'all, I'm a woman about my word, and I had so much fun when Snoop Dogg came to take an etiquette lesson with me. I hope y'all ready for this clip because I'm about to drop it like it's hot. Take a look. And we're back with etiquette expert Michael Meyer and Snoop Dogg.
Uh-oh. Okay, so you know, at the end of the day, let's now talk about bread. You've got your bread etiquette. So there's
Can we eat this for real, though?
You can have it. It's real. It's not a prop, I promise. You can eat it.
Where the butter at?
I get you some. He needs some butter. Okay.
So if you had a piece of bread, how would you eat that bread? We have imaginary butter.
Imaginary butter.
What if you don't like butter? Can I just
Then you can just have it, yeah. How would you eat that?
Okay.
Imaginary butter, I'm doing mine like this.
Here you go. Oh, nice.
Laying down like that.
Smooth.
Then I want some on the top, too. I want butter right here, too.
Oh.
I want it right there,
all
too.
The way.
Yep, don't even play with it. Put him right there, too.
Okay.
Yada, yada. Right. Then sitting back down. Then I'm going to hit him with this.
Oh, you going to cut it?
Because I'm going to make sure he right. I only want a nip. I only want a little.
You want a little nip.
Nip.
Okay. I mean, we were actually kind of close, Snoop. It's actually just breaking off one piece at a time.
So you break it off, you don't
Right,
cut
you
it
just
off.
don't do this. So Snoop was technically right. He was technically right.
So I'm supposed to do it like we in church on the communion.
There you go,
Yeah.
like communion. Exactly.
Yup.
When everybody bite that cracker at the same time.
Perfect. Jesus.
You know when they bite that cracker and everybody be like,
And you need a little communion juice to wash it down.
All right.
I know.
Okay. Last but not least, all right, we're doing good. So let's talk about wine. We're in France, some of the best wine in the world. Snoop, I
no,
think
it ain't.
you brought
Time
something
out.
even better.
I had to pull something from up
This-
there.
I'm sorry, but this is the best wine in the world.
What happens if you bring your own, like he just did?
Oui.
If you bring your own wine, you know, actually a lot of restaurants in France do allow that. You just have to let them know ahead of time. They might give you.
I ain't letting them know nothing. I'm Snoop Dogg. I'm just gonna pull up like this and be like, here you go, Jen.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
And you know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna get you lit too.
This is real.
Cause you've been doing a lot of talking. I need to get you lit. Go ahead.
So Snoop, can I just ask, what is your #1 etiquette pet peeve? In etiquette, it goes across everything, any topic. What would be your #1 etiquette pet peeve? What do you think?
The thing that I don't like,
Yes.
when people be smacking. I can't.
People be smacking.
I don't like that. Get it together.
I agree with you, Snoop. I'm with you. He's right. He's right. I agree. I think we could learn a lot from you, Snoop.
Okay, that's why he going to the Olympics. Y'all better check it out. Snoop, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you,
Coming
Jen.
to the happy place and
Love
blessing
you.
us. It's only one Snoop, y'all. Oh my goodness. We'll be right back. Let's talk about this tequila. Yes. Ooh, you started this with your wife. Tell us the inspiration behind the name.
Well, it's our favorite juice, tequila, so we said, why don't we make one ourselves? So we partnered up and made what is in this bottle called Pantalones Tequila. Took 2 years, 47 tastings, which those were very fun to find it. On the 47th one, we found what is in this bottle right here, Pantalones. So we got good juice in there. We kind of noticed that, you know, tequila's gotten a little snooty lately.
Oh.
Kind of like wine. People like to talk about tequila like wine. And we're like, no, it's tequila. Let's
It's
have
tequila.
some fun. Hence the name Pantalones, because we said, oh man, we've had a lot of fun without ours on.
You look like you're going down memory lane.
Go
just
down
looking
memory
at it.
lane, and then you got all these toasts like, hey, here's the Pantalones, because none of us would be here if our parents had kept theirs on. We
Listen.
make cheers to our children because they wouldn't be here if we kept ours on. I mean, and it goes on and on and on. So, Pantalones, may you have fun with or without your...
And there you have it. Now, you brought some.
Brought some.
Some people want to sample it
Some
around
people
here.
like to-
I got a
That
few.
man looks like
My
he-
Jolly Wally need a drink. You gonna help him out?
Come on.
Okay. Take
That
a little
man
bit.
right there looks like...
Oh, Walter, Jolly, we have to call him Jolly Wally today.
Jolly Wally.
He gonna get
Like
jollier, y'all.
Jollier.
Once he get his tequila.
This is the Reposado, Jolly
You ready
Wally.
for it?
Wow.
Tell us how you like
dancing
it.
in those boots.
You gonna get to dancing.
I am. Come on.
Salud.
Salud.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Get
Christmas.
jollier.
Thank you.
Go on, take a sip. No, baby, I'm gonna let you do that for me. Yes, sir.
Oh, this is great. I only get one. It's very smooth.
Oh, you gonna give him
And this-
two? Uh-oh. Nah, friend, we gonna get into some...
We'll be back. There's more where that came from,
Let's go share
Jolly.
some more. Listen.
Let's go over
Okay,
here,
let's
behind
see.
the cameras.
What about this guy
Who
over
feels
here?
Jolly Wally over here?
Andrew,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Andrew, Fisher of Men.
Yeah.
Your pants are on.
Yes, they
Here you
are.
go.
That's for you.
This one's for you.
Try this.
All right.
Oh, he said,
No, not gonna lie. I was fully preparing to lie, but it's actually really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
We got two, Matthew. Let's go find some more.
Come on.
Make this the happier place.
Come on.
With some tequila. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, you're making this place good and jolly around here, all
I'm
right?
getting jollier myself. That's my third one.
You all right, Claudia? Let's see who we got up in here.
Okay, Mission
Oh, Corey, this is the control room.
Bring it on.
Control.
Corey,
Anyone.
I brought you a treat, honey.
Like
yeah.
that.
You're gonna check
You
it
brought me
out?
Matthew McConaughey.
I brought you Matthew
Hey.
McConaughey.
My dream.
And I come there and get
Matthew and
margarita or reposado tasters.
Do I have to choose?
Start with that, then
Okay.
hop over to a margarita. Anyone else?
Oh, he says he wants it all for himself.
Okay.
How we
What do you
doing?
think?
Is it good? Oh, he wants. All right. We'll be right back. We're back. Now, y'all know I love, and of course, I love my hometown of Chicago. Well, when Common came by, I got to celebrate a little bit of both. Check it out. Charles, where my beat at? That's right, give me that. Woo, 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 woo. Give me a hand clap, y'all. Listen, J Hud coming live from the happy place. Always bringing out guests that you can't replace. And this next one is special, cause just like me, he's from the south side of the Chi City. He makes music and movies and cool TV shows. He got an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, yup, y'all. He's an ego. He's an activist, an author, and hot like ramen. Y'all give it up for the one and only legendary Common! Okay, now we gotta get down to business, Mr. Common. I'm a host, and so I have to ask you this question, because everybody always wanna know this. Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is with one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what about you though? How is your love life?
I'm dating as well, and I am very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like
I love that you use the word happy place.
No, but seriously, it's like for me, it's one of the things where I found where seeing her happy actually makes me really happy. So I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right?
God is in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay, this is the happy place. And we
Speak on it.
She the
Speak
one
on
you
it.
say.
Speak on it.
I heard that.
Speak on it.
But here at the happy place, we like to respect people's privacy, so I'm not gonna ask you too many more questions about that.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody wanna know, so I had to,
Yeah.
Ms. Hudson had to get into that thing.
We keep it private, but I want to acknowledge how wonderful she is, how great she is, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel that same way about my partner.
Okay.
So, yes.
Great.
Okay, and another thing that we tend to have in common is, like, I love the Chicago Bulls. So you love the Chicago Bulls?
Well, let me say this. I love
You was at that game just like me.
that game. I enjoyed the game. I love that I want to support my hometown, but I really love players. Like I love Steph Curry, I love Kyrie Irving.
Steph Curry too.
But it felt good to be in Chicago and going to see and support the Bulls, because you know, I have a long history with the Bulls.
Yeah, because didn't you like have a picture, or didn't you work at the Bulls Stadium when you were a kid?
I was a ball boy for the Bulls. When Michael Jordan first came, I was like a ball boy, like watching Air Jordan become Air Jordan. And it was life-changing for me because it let me see that I could dream high and dream big. Like just seeing this individual come in with his passion and his love for the game and just his gifts. And man, that changed my life.
Man, it changed a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
What you got?
You ready to get your hoop on? I heard, you know.
Yes, look. Okay, so I know you won like the Celebrity All-Star game back in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be the MVP because you was the MVP.
I was the MVP.
He was the MVP, y'all.
Let's go.
So I'm wondering if you got some tips for me or if you could be my coach or something.
Well, I want to coach you.
Okay.
But you got to be dedicated. You got to be committed. You got to we got to work out. We got to get conditioned. I got some gym shoes for you too. Let me hold up.
Wait, what?
I got.
Lord, he done brought out gym shoes. This for me to play in?
It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got good gifts. I got gifts.
I don't know if you can actually hoop in them. I'm sorry, I'm opening it rough because I had to do it.
Open it rough, because I can't break a nail.
Yeah,
You don't want me to do that. Okay, but you think I could play in my nails?
No, you cannot play in the nails.
This is a tough coach.
And I need you to focus, man. If I'm gonna coach you, I need you to focus,
I'm
man.
gonna
I
make
need
you proud. I'm
to show
a good
up.
student, sir.
Represent.
And I'm from Chicago, thank you. I got some game.
Yeah, you
Y'all
do
gonna
got
find
game.
out.
I ain't gonna
You
front.
heard my freestyle.
I ain't gonna front.
Come on, Mr. Plummer, open the box.
I got it.
Let's see what we got.
These some.
He's serious. He brought a whole
them
gym
shoes.
shoe, y'all.
These are ones.
Ooh, those is cute. I got shoes. I got flowers.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so this one I'm gonna play in.
Now we're gonna get you something more to play in, but I remember.
I'm gonna practice in these.
You said you like these, so I got these for you.
Thank you. He a good gift giver. Hold on to my shoe. I love Chicago. We'll be right back. We're back. Earlier this season, I got to sit down with the Queen of Christmas herself, Mariah Carey, when she came by to accept our Legend Award. Now, it's not every day you get to sit down with an icon, so you know I have to show you this clip. Check it out.
We gotta have a girlfriend moment.
Right?
Okay, well, define that because this is your show.
It's my show. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I got a few questions for us to answer.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's get
We're answering them together,
We'll,
Kodak.
we'll answer, yes, together. When was the last time you drove yourself somewhere? You
Like
want to go
alone-
first or you want me to go
alone in
first?
the car, you go first.
Yeah, alone in the car. That's a good way to bring it up because, you know, I've been driving myself to work lately.
Oh.
Yeah, because, you know, yeah, child. That's why I got my glasses on, so I can see the road, all right? Because Jennifer don't see well on the road. But to me, it gives us a chance to find our inner peace and drive around. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I only really drive up one street for the most part. How about you? Like, how often do you drive?
If there were one street that I could say, okay, this is a safe street for me to drive, I would do that.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's just better for me to go with somebody in the car and not drive. But I can drive.
I was gonna ask, can you drive?
I could drive. I was gonna get my license because I don't have my license.
You don't have a license?
No.
Now, this is interesting.
Yeah. Because I let it expire.
Okay, but you had one before.
I did have one, and then I left where I was living and was living in the city, and you don't really want to drive in Manhattan. Well,
No,
I
that's
don't.
true.
I
No, I
don't
don't
like
blame you
driving
for
in
that.
Manhattan. And then when I went to go be like, okay, well, you know, my license, they were like, oh, well, it's expired, and it expired like 7 years ago. So, so then I was gonna have to take the test again, and I was like, I don't
think I'll pass if I took the test again.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
So now I'm gonna try and get the license again, okay?
Okay. It's only one. Mariah, we'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.